How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Settle the Scoreboard. Welcome back to another edition of me apologizing for being an inconsistent piece of crap. No, but I was honestly sick, and so I took another week off. I apologize. I didn't want to get you guys sick. Didn't have the Rona, thankfully, but everybody in my house was sick. I was sick. I was dying, so didn't want to get you guys sick through the internet. Did the responsible thing. So we back though. We here. This is Settle the Scoreboard. This is week 13 of the NFL season. Pick'ems, predictions, and just me ranting about the game. So yeah, but before we get started, let me know your thoughts, your opinions, your team, your rival teams, your fantasy teams, how much we all hate the Raiders and the Cowboys. Yeah, let me know. Give my life some meaning. Let's talk on the internet for a little bit, huh? But yes, first we have the Bills at New England. Uh, Honestly, the Patriots are such a boring team right now. And honestly, they've always been a boring team, but at least they used to have Brady who added star power, you know? Now all they have is Bill Belichick's old ass carrying the whole team, the whole franchise. Nobody cares about the Patriots anymore. But that being said, yeah, the Bills are gonna win this straight up. There's like a part of the internet that really thinks the Patriots are better than they are, and they are not. Like statistically, they should have won against Minnesota at Thanksgiving, and they couldn't even pull that off. So I think when they face a team that has a great offense, they're gonna struggle, especially one like the Bills. But division games are always tough. Either way, I think Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and all them boys are they're gonna get the job done because that's just who the Bills are. Buffalo all the way this time, baby. Next, we have the Falcons. Excuse me, Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Um, there's a part of me that kind of wants to say the Falcons, but I don't know. I think the fact that the Steelers have actually been able to score on the Bengals and they scored against the Colts, they're kind of just playing to see what they got right now. They're not really playing for anything, I don't think, but they just want to go out there and see what they have and all these young guys, and they're gonna go out there, score some points, and defense is gonna play because that's a tough defense. And I think Atlanta is really going to insist on running the ball. And the Steelers don't have like a great run stopping defense. It's pretty good, but it's not that great to stop the Falcons for 4 quarters, both a foe. They can't do that, you know? Um, and it's kind of weird that all of a sudden, uh, Kyle Pitts, a generational talent, uh, as soon as he's out getting surgery, now the Falcons want to throw. Now they want to throw to their tight ends. Like, where did that come from? This is just so confusing. For that reason, I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think they score enough points to win this. I'm going to go with Steelers. Then we have Green Bay at Chicago. Is it possible for an owner to play the team that they own? I don't think that's possible, right? I don't know. But Aaron Rodgers claims he owns the Bears, so for that reason, I think Green Bay wins. I don't think the Bears have. I don't think they're gonna activate, I don't think Justin Fields is gonna play. Nor should he, honestly. Just let him rest up. Let him heal himself 100%. Because I think next year is really when they're gonna kickstart that whole team and get good on defense again, and offensively just keep looking as good as they have been. And they've lost so many pieces. They've lost everyone on defense. Darnell Mooney's out for the season. Justin Fields is banged up. Khalil Herbert is banged up, and all they really have is David Montgomery, which against Green Bay could actually be all that they need. They just run Demont the whole time, and it's a wrap. But I think Green Bay still ends up winning this. Maybe we'll see a little bit of Jordan Love out there, see what they have in him, and we'll see if he owns the Bears too. Maybe he has stake in there. We'll see. Then we have Jacksonville at Detroit. Oh man, the Jags versus the Lions. Which jungle cat is gonna win this? Actually, I think they're both safari animals. No, I don't know. That's not correct at all. But we'll see who's the king of the jungle, baby. I'm gonna go with the Jags on this one, just because Trevor Lawrence and that last drive against Baltimore was looking like the first overall pick. You know, like he was playing really, really good football, and I think that he kind of has a chip on his shoulder now because he I feel like he really just has something to prove. He wants to carry this team, and Doug Peterson is a kind of coach that's going to get that out of him. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to push Trevor Lawrence. So I think the Jags are going to win this, even though Detroit has been looking really good with all the offensive weapons they have. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamal Williams is unstoppable. DeAndre Swift might get in there for a little action. We'll see if Jared Goff comes out or if it's Jared Goof. We'll see who plays at quarterback for Detroit. But either way, I still think the Jaguars end up winning this. And their defense hasn't been playing as good as it has been at the beginning of the season. Especially that run defense. They were playing way better. But yeah, I think offense is really picking it up. Doug Peterson is being ultra aggressive, and I'm loving it. I'm here for it. Jacksonville wins. Next, we have the Jets at Minnesota. Yo, Zachy Wilson. You can't date my mom anymore, all right? You can't take her to the local ice cream parlor. You can't. Don't even call her. Don't even get her. Get out of her DMs, bro. I'm so disappointed in Zach Wilson. Like, just the fact that he got benched, just the fact that he's not taking any accountability for himself after I stood up for him. Nah, that's uncalled for. You don't do that to your boy. But yeah, this Michael White led Jets is looking like the real deal, honestly. I think he just gives them way more upside. And just the fact that he could go out there and get the offense going and the defense still doing their thing. Yeah, like that. I was kind of gonna fall off of them. I mean, I still thought that they were gonna be a good team, but I was kind of getting off the idea that they'd be a playoff team. But with Michael White at quarterback, they might be back in the playoff picture. Like, I mean, mathematically they're still in the playoffs, but I think they might just roll into the playoffs with Michael White, maybe win them a game or two. Probably not, but Michael White definitely gives them the better chance. Michael White, fucking right. Am I right? Yeah. But Minnesota can go out there and score a point. Not only that, but they have dumb luck on their side. Like, I've never seen a team win based off of pure luck like the Vikings have. And I guess it's working for them, so just keep doing that. Keep getting lucky. Sure looks easy for them to do it, so yeah, I don't think they pull it off though. I think the Jets are better than McCorkle and the Patriots, and I think Michael White fucking right wins them this game. Next, we have the Commanders at New York. I'm gonna go with the Commanders. Like, this team just got a shot of adrenaline in them. Like, they have some life back into them. Like, I don't know what was going on that first half of the season. It was probably Carson Wentz, honestly. But even Ron Rivera seems to really just put this team back together and coach them upright because the defense is playing well. Tyler Heineke is being a good quarterback. I'll go ahead and say it. He's being a good quarterback. He's not great, but dude is reckless with the ball, and that's kind of hot. Like, yo, like that's what we want to see. You know, that's how you win games. You gotta go out there, be aggressive. Don't be scared to throw the ball. You know, and Tyler Heineke gives his team a good chance of winning. And the running game is getting going too. They got that 1-2 punch with 50 Cent and Antonio Gibson. So yeah, they look good. And the Giants, I feel like are falling off. I don't think that I'm not gonna be that guy like, oh, this is the team they were all along. But I mean, these dudes have like practice squad players starting for them. Kenny Galladay's washed. Um, and if you could stop Saquon, it's kind of a wrap because yeah, they don't really have any real weapons, and it sucks to say because I think Dayball is actually a great head coach. Like he's top tier, I think, and he really did do a lot with this team. But there's only so much you could do with it being his first year, and all the injuries that they have. The Giants, I think, still have a lot of potential, but I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be it for them this year. I'm gonna go with the Commanders on this one. Then we have the Titans at Philadelphia. Yo, you guys know I love me a good trap game. I wouldn't say this is a trap game because um, the Titans are honestly a really good, gritty, hard defensive team. Like, and the fact that they have Derrick Henry on offense, it's just that's all they really need. I mean, Tannehill don't really got to do anything. I mean, yeah, they miss AJ Brown a lot. Treylon Burks looks like he's coming into his own, but overall, I kind of want to say the Titans win this based off of their defense alone. But looking back, I was watching the Bengals versus Titans game, and they let Joey B run all over them. Like, I know that they were kind of their game plan was probably like, yo, stop Joe Burrow as a passer, not a runner. So that's kind of why Joe Burrow just saw the openings and he took them. And that's really no excuse, though. I think that the Eagles just present a threat on every level. Jalen Hurts as a passer, as a runner. Miles Sanders is a good running back. And, they still got all their weapons at wide receiver. So I'm going to say the Eagles, even though the Eagles cannot stop the run right now. I mean, they got retirement home of run stoppers there in the front. They got Ndamukong Suh and Limal Joseph. Like, those guys are not going to stop Derrick Henry at all. Like, I'm sure everybody can say that. Like, that's just 100% a fact. But I don't know. I don't think the Titans could really do much other than run with Derrick Henry, and the Eagles could just score every way possible, and they're gonna win this. Even though I kind of want to say the Titans, honestly, just as my upset of the week, but I'm not gonna do that. I know you're thinking I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, Philadelphia's gonna win this, I think. Then we have Denver at Baltimore. Yo, the Broncos are not going to score more than 16 points. Like, that offense is the worst offense I've ever seen, ever in my life. Russell Wilson he is not cooking. He is cooked. Russell Wilson has been cooked. Dude is terrible. And there's rumors of him losing the locker room, and then I saw, like, contradicting reports saying like, oh, but half the team was at his birthday party. Yeah, that's half the team. What about the other half? The other half probably hates his guts and doesn't want to play with him. But yeah, the Broncos are not a good team. They're a mess right now. Russell Wilson he's just trash right now. Absolutely washed. And even though Baltimore hasn't been playing great. Like, what happened to that Baltimore team that we saw at the beginning of the season? Well, Lamar was looking like MVP Lamar again. He was carrying this whole team. And I'm not gonna be that guy that's like, yo, like Lamar needs to carry this team, because it's not just on him, honestly. I think what's the offensive coordinator's name? Yeah, whatever his name is. It's late. I forgot his name, but he's kind of whack offensive. Like, his offense is just so whack right now, and it's kind of making Lamar look bad. I mean, he already doesn't have the greatest of weapons, and the defense isn't like that Baltimore defense that we know. I mean, I know Wink Martindale left, and it's just like they switched up schemes, but for all the players that they have on defense, I think I would have thought that they'd be a lot better. But overall, I'm gonna go Baltimore. I think they outscored Denver. I mean, if they could just score 16 and a half points, fuck it, give me 16 and a half. If they score 16 and a half points, they'll be Denver Broncos because they cannot score, and Denver is a terrible team right now. Next, we have the Browns at Houston. Right? Is it? It's Cleveland at Houston. Man, this is a revenge game, huh? You once you see that person that you just want to beat the shit out of for being the worst human being alive. Texans are looking at Deshaun Watson like that right now. It's a revenge game for them, not Deshaun Watson getting his revenge on the Texans. It's the other way around. And I'm going to say Cleveland wins this, but I feel like it's going to be off of Sir Nicholas Chubb's back. Like, I think being Deshaun Watson's first game back in like 30 years, I think they're going to lean heavy on the run and not ask Mr. Rub and Tug to really do much his first game back. Just kind of fill him out, kind of how he's been filling out everybody, literally. Yeah, I think Cleveland wins this game, and not only that, but I mean the Texans have the worst running defense right now. So yeah, Nick Chubb is gonna have a ball. He's gonna go to town. He's gonna run wild, brothers. Calling it now. I mean, we all know that, right? But yeah, Cleveland wins this pretty easily, I think. And it's not gonna be because of Deshaun Watson. I don't think he's gonna be good, honestly. Next, we have the Seattle Seahawks at Los Angeles. No, not the Chargers. The other team that we just let stay in our home and give them a little cot to sleep in. Like, sure, we can spend the night, bro. Why not? You're drunk. You're probably hungover. Go ahead, sleep on the cot. I mean, just don't piss yourself, because that's a nice cot that I'm giving you. Yeah, that's the Rams right now. I still think the Seahawks are a good team. And with Aaron Donald being out for the Rams, I think that the Seahawks are going to get back to the game plan that they've been successful with, and that's establishing the run. Kenneth Walker is going to get going again, I think. That's when Geno Smith is. That's when he's just like at the top of his game. They're able to establish the run, and he's able to just catch DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett open. And yeah, so I think Seahawks are going to win this game. I think the Rams are washed. I mean, honestly, ever since Sean McVay and Aaron Donald were all like, yeah, we're going to retire now. We're going to set off into the sunset holding hands like SpongeBob and Patrick. Like, I think that just said everything about how the season was going to go for the Rams. They're all just going to grab that paycheck and, phone in the performance. But yeah, the Rams they could be a lot better than they are, but I don't know. I just don't think they really have the motivation for it anymore. So I have the Seahawks winning that. Then we have Miami at San Francisco. This game is so tough, and it might be the game of the week because I think it's going to be a really good game. Two really good offenses. Two good offenses and two good defenses. I mean, I know Miami's not playing the best defense right now, but they have a lot of potential. Their ceiling is super high for the players that they have. But if this doesn't say enough, I think that San Francisco ends up representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. Hot take, maybe not so hot. But yeah, I think San Francisco is going to win this. Even though, I don't know, they could really stop Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And then Miami just got the run offense going. So, but I mean, I don't know. This Niners defense is just so good on every level on the front. DBs are good. They're just solid all around. So I'm gonna go with San Francisco on this. Mike McDaniel meets his teacher, his coach, his master, his baby daddy, Kyle Shanahan, and it's gonna be a good game. But I'm gonna go with San Francisco. Then we have Kansas City, the Chiefs at Cincinnati. Oh man, this is going to be a really good game. Also, there's a lot of good games this week, and a lot of them are kind of hard to predict. But at the end of the day, it's Zach Taylor versus that old serpent himself, who deceiveth the world, Andy Reid. No, he actually outcoached them before, so he might do it again. But I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to say the Bengals, just because I feel like they kind of know the Chiefs' tricks, and they just know how to beat that team. Like, they beat them twice last year and one in the playoffs. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals, only because they kind of just have the formula for beating them, and it's not always about who's the better team. It's about matchup. It's about how well you prepare for your opponent, and I think the Bengals just kind of have it down. They know how to beat the Chiefs, and I think they're going to do it again. Then we have Indy at Dallas. We have Jeff Saturday versus Mike McCarthy. Dak Prescott versus Matt Ryan. Zeke and Pollard versus Jonathan Taylor. I don't know. The Cowboys aren't great at stopping the run. I mean, they're good at everything else on defense, but stopping the run is not the best thing that they do. And with a team like the Colts, who have Jonathan Taylor, I don't think he's the best running back in the NFL anymore. I think that title's kind of escaped him, but still a really solid running back nonetheless. I'm still going to go with the Cowboys. I mean, honestly, they're playing some of the best defense that I've seen in a long time. Like, their defense is honestly exciting to watch. And the Colts offensively just struggle a lot. I mean, I know they get going. I know Michael Pittman's been getting going a lot. He's been doing a lot better. And Paris Campbell kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, personally, I knew of him, and I knew he had a lot of potential. But yeah, like he's really making his name be known. And I'm still gonna go Cowboys. Yeah, I'm kind of talking myself into the Colts, but at the end of the day, it's the Colts. I do think that Jeff Saturday gives his team a way better chance of winning than what's his name, Reich? Than he gave them. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Lastly, we have the Saints at Tampa Bay. I don't know anybody who's excited about this game. Definitely not me. I definitely do not want to watch this game. I don't want to be near it. I don't want to rub shoulders with it. I don't want to see it on my TV. I don't want to hear you talking about it. These are just two terrible teams right now. I don't know how the Bucs lost to Cleveland. Kind of looked like they had control for more than half the game. The Saints are just such a hard team to really project, to just really guess what kind of team they are, because Andy Dalton looks good some weeks, but he cannot carry over his good performances into the next week, and that inconsistency is just, it's just not gonna carry this team. The Saints defense is supposed to be actually for both these teams, their defense is kind of supposed to be like their strong point, and both defenses are just struggling. Both offenses are struggling. So yeah, for this game, I'm gonna say neither team wins. They just all die and quit. No, if I had to say, because I had to give a prediction, I'm gonna go with the Saints, just because they kind of know how to beat the Bucs, and that's just really what it is. And I really think that the Bucs are missing Bruce Arians. Like, I miss him a lot. I miss him more than I miss my dog who died a couple years ago. Still cry about it. But yeah, like, I don't know. This team, the Bucks are just not looking like a good team right now. And I still think that the NFC South is up for grabs. So yeah, Bucks can't let this one slip away. Though I do have them losing. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. I appreciate you guys. For anybody that stuck around and watched this whole thing, or if you just watched what I had to say about your team, I hope that I made you happy, and I hope that I said everything that you wanted to hear. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this. Once again, like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts, your predictions, and we'll just keep interacting, stay active with each other. All right, just settle the scoreboard. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.